Hey, and welcome to another episode of our client hot seat. This week we are joined by Ish, who has been working with us for around about the last 9 to 10 months now. And in that time, he has completely changed his whole lifestyle. And in today's chat, we're just going to go over sort of where he was when he started, where he is now, what the changes are that he's made, and how his lifestyle has improved. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm going to introduce Vinay, who's in on this as well. And we're going to kick off with the interrogation of Ish, yeah?
Hey everybody, hope everyone's well. Yeah, so we've got Ish here who's been with me for, I don't know, Nick said, I think just over a couple of months, or 6, 7 months now. And yeah, again, he's transformed his life. So we'll get into it straight. And yeah, I'm just gonna get Ish to introduce himself, what he does, jobs, kids, and all those kind of things. So Ish, if you can introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself.
Hi, my name's Ishwa. I'm a bus driver and I've got one son.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, Ish, you reached out to us maybe like last summer, right? It was like, I remember you told me recently when we went on a run, you were like, you went on the holiday and then you came back and you were like, yep, it's time to start now. So it was around about last summer that you reached out. Um, I guess, what spurred on that? Like, why did you reach out to us? Like, what was the moment that led up to that? And what was the moment that you thought, nah, you know what? Enough is enough. I want to sort of get some help with this.
It was health issues.
Okay.
I thought, let me go on holiday, enjoy myself, and then come back fresh and change my life. Change
Awesome.
my lifestyle, sorry, not yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's changed your life as well. Okay, so
Yeah.
it was like some health issues that you were facing. You had a holiday coming up, so you're like, okay, cool, gonna get the holiday done, and then come back and
Start
start
fresh.
that. Yeah. Okay, fine. So that was the reason that you wanted to change. Was there, had you tried to change before? Had you tried to do various diets and stuff in
I've
the past?
tried I've tried gym. Well, I've tried gym for like almost 2, 3 years. It was on and off
Yeah.
relationship. Then I tried the meal replacements with my wife.
Okay.
That lasted like what, maybe a month. Wasted like £200 on that rubbish. And then yeah, then I got recommended to you after holiday. I was actually I was looking at your videos on holiday, and then when I came back, I decided to do it.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, cool. So yeah, that was your sort of previous history. So you tried various things. You've been to the
I've
gym,
tried
you've
a
been in
lot.
and out of the gym, you've done the meal replacements and things like that. And ultimately what it sounds like is everything you tried, you haven't got anywhere with, and you kind of ended up back at
Yeah,
square one, right? Okay,
yeah.
cool. So yeah, that was the reason for changing. That's what you were doing before. Yeah.
Obviously, you covered all that now. If you were to talk about, obviously your lifestyle is different now, but if you were to briefly talk about what your lifestyle was, like a day in your life before joining Affinity, so what would a normal, typical day be for you?
Just eating junk, like no exercise, frozen pizzas like twice a week, chips, burgers, just rubbish. Now I know I'm balanced, so I can balance my meals. I
Yeah,
plan ahead. Even with my son now, we plan ahead with him as well. So we know like we can work our meals around that as well.
yeah,
And then because I do shift work, it's even harder to plan. So
that's what I
yeah,
was gonna say.
planning
Yeah,
it's just planning.
I was
So
gonna say you said that before. Obviously, bus drivers, I'm a lot of know
shift
work,
work is the
finding time
hardest.
to prepare, gym,
Yeah.
workouts. It's a lot like to juggle, right?
Yeah, it's a lot to juggle because shift work is just the timings are crazy. Some you finish early, you start early, so you finish early, or you start early and you finish late. It's just your timing's everywhere, and sometimes you can't even make it to the gym
Mhm.
Yeah,
because your schedule changes last minute.
Sleeping patterns and
Yeah, sleeping patterns.
eating patterns are usually sort of, like really, like random, right?
It's crazy sleeping pattern. Half the time you just sometimes you just feel like a zombie because you're just there. You're working 7 days, and then if you do overtime, you're working 8 days, and then it's just shift patterns. It's just crazy. It's, bus driving is just the schedule is just crazy. can't. But the planning wise, it did help a bit because I wasn't really a good planner. Then when I joined Affinity, I got used to planning.
It's a game changer. It's a game
Yeah,
changer.
it's helped a lot. Like when I mean a whole lot, it's helped a lot.
Amazing. Amazing.
And where would you say now, right, with the journey? So, kind of foods are you on? What are you doing daily? How many are you down? Just like, from the start till now, where you are, how you feel
Yeah.
about
So when I joined, I was 110. Now I'm 85.
that, innit?
So I've dropped what, 25, 26?
Around, yeah. So, and you're not even done yet, right? Remember?
Yeah, I'm not even done yet. I'm still going.
Yeah. And
And I've
how is
just
it with
signed up
like,
to, yeah,
I'm saying, how do you feel now in your own skin? Like, how
more
you look and
confident.
feel?
I feel more confident. Like before, when we used to go to the pool, I always keep my t-shirt on.
Yeah.
Now it's like I just tease my wife sometimes, innit? So I leave it on, and then she'll be like, "No, you're not, man. You've lost so much." I was like, "I'm only having fun with you, man. Relax." You know?
Yeah,
Now
Awesome,
it's
man.
me and Nick both have done that. With the way you get body conscious about it and you're like, oh, I'm not really
yeah,
confident being t-shirt on. Now it's like, yes,
it's like we
just get
just
on with
went
it.
Cubby World now. We
Yeah.
went to the swimming pool and sauna and everything.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was just having fun with her. I was like, "I'm gonna leave it on. I forgot my vest at home."
Yeah.
That's what I told her, and then she was like, "No, you don't need it. Why do you need it?" I was like, "I need it."
You hold on to that one bit that you always feel like
Yeah. No,
you
but I
never.
was just having a little fun with her, innit? Because I know she'll get angry from it. So let me have a little fun.
Did you mention, sorry, I just had to charge my laptop because it was just about to die, but I know you guys are talking about sort of where you are now, what your results are and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to go over it again, just in case yeah, Ishman, like how much have you lost? What clothes size are you down to and where were you before? Like give me us a whole idea as to that.
Like I said, I was 110 when I joined. Now
Right.
I'm 85,
Nice.
still losing
Excellent. Clothes wise, where have you gone from?
from extra, extra large
Yeah.
to medium or large, depending on the clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the trouser size or jean sizes
Oh,
and things like that.
that's mad. I was 42. Now I'm 34. Skinny fit.
Mad.
Wow,
Slim fit,
okay.
sorry.
42 to 34, yeah?
34, yeah. Slim fit.
That's
Before
really,
it
really
was
good.
regular fit. Now it's slim fit.
And then in terms of just like, obviously working shift patterns and things like that, you weren't eating like well
Yeah.
before and stuff like that. I'm guessing like that fatigue and energy levels were probably a little bit lower than what they are now. Have you seen any change in that or anything?
I've seen a big difference actually. So before I always used to be tired, like lazy and just couldn't get out of bed. I'll feel tired. I'll get out of bed, have a shower, and then I'll still feel tired. Now I just get out of bed and then I got a burst of energy. That's even before I've had a coffee. So normally I'm a coffee person in the morning, but sometimes it's just like I don't even need a coffee. But I just
Amazing.
do it because I was a habit. I have a habit.
Amazing. Okay, so the energy levels have increased and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
then obviously having a young child as well, he's a toddler and stuff like that. So I can imagine a handful. How
yeah.
has the interaction changed with him now? Are you sort of someone that is like more
Like,
hands-on because you have more energy and stuff now?
yeah, we'll do more activities and stuff. Play football with him now. Now it's getting sunny, so we'll say, Nishwa, let's go for a bike ride. He'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Or if
And
he says, let's go for a scooter ride, we're like, okay, let's go.
yeah, man,
Even
absolutely.
my wife started to join now a little bit, like going for
Yeah,
walks and
it's
stuff.
infectious, isn't it? When one person does it, everyone sort of starts to follow, right?
Yeah,
A couple of weeks ago when me and you ran together. So, by the way, for those of people that are watching this or listening to this, Ish ran his longest distance to date. I think he's run longer now over the last few weeks, but to that date, just like non-stop. We did a 5K together. This is something that he's never done before. But anyway, while we were running and things like that, you're telling me that like your son will see you doing exercises, you'll do sit-ups together and things like that. And I
Yeah,
think you even sent me a video and things like that. So
Yeah.
setting a good example, showing exercise that can be fun and do the whole family can get
yeah.
involved into it together. Really, really good. Really, really good. Go for it. Next one, Vinay. You can fire along.
Okay, now, right, you kind of covered it roughly already, like, what your day looks like, how you used to exercise and all those kind of things. But how is it now with the busy schedule with your working and stuff? Whereas before you said you couldn't find time to run, no gym, no workouts, no food prep.
Mm.
Now you're 25 kgs down, job's still the same, the shift patterns are still the same, but you're still doing all these things now. How have you managed all that?
It's just consistency, really, and planning. Planning was the biggest, I reckon. Planning helped a lot.
Whereas
So
before you were
before,
just going into days where it's just like wake up, eat what's there.
yeah,
What do you do now? If you break down your day now, wake
yeah.
up, what do you do in the whole day? Like,
So in the morning, so if I got early shift, depending on my shift, though, that's the thing, because of the shift pattern. So if I have an early shift, I'll wake up, have a coffee or protein yogurt,
yeah,
or coffee, and then literally just before I leave the house, I'll have my shake. So that will tie me over until lunch. Then lunch, I'll have my lunch, salad or whatever it was. Then I'll finish work, go gym, have my gym bag in the car, so I have no excuse to miss it
yeah,
unless something comes up, which is hard occasionally.
yeah.
And then I'll do my gym, come home, shower, dinner, and all that, and then go for a walk with the missus and the son.
So you got a bit more structure now, rather before you
Yeah,
just like left, right, center.
yeah. One time I did miss gym. I went gym. I was in 10 minutes in, and then I got a call from my son's school.
Fair
But
enough. It happens. It happens once in a
that's
blue
It
normal,
moon.
right?
happened, yeah.
Yeah,
So I
once
was
in a blue
like,
moon.
okay, there's no point in me going back because I have to sort him out. So I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
I got a walking pad, so I just ended up doing the walking pad at home.
That's something that you recently invested in, right?
Yeah, money well spent though. I got it.
What's so okay, fine, you have structure, great, amazing, that's helping you out and everything like that. But something must have changed mentally because even for me, when I was bigger, I just used to have that, oh, can't be arsed mentality. Like,
Mm,
what's changed? Like, why now is it like after a shift, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the gym rather than go home and watch TV. Or you know what? We're gonna go out for a walk as a family. Or
Yeah.
we're gonna make something healthy rather than just sticking a pizza in the oven. Like, how has it gone from can't be asked to no, you know what? I am gonna focus my time and energy into it. How has that happened?
To be honest with you, it was the health issue.
Okay,
The health issue was just getting too much.
okay,
It was either I change my lifestyle now or I end up on dialysis.
okay, fine.
So I made that option. I took my chance and I just ran with it now. It's like
Awesome.
no.
you
I get
couldn't
that. I
do it.
fully understand that. I fully understand that. A little bit of my past is my past, and the reason I got into fitness and stuff was that went to a doctors. Doctors gave me a wake up call, say, mate, sort some things out in your life.
Yeah,
Otherwise, things are not going to be. Obviously, me and you can relate to say we had a harsh like wake up now, or you're
yeah,
gonna regret it later. Whereas other people don't, right? People don't have that, and people just
yeah.
gotta wake up on their own. So I get where you come from. That just have you been to the doctor?
It
Uh,
was either make it
that's
or break it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it, so I
Okay,
made
You're not
it.
cool.
done yet, and you're not done yet, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still going.
And the mindset is, do you feel it's here to stay now? Like now that you're in this thing, like there's because a lot of the time, and this hasn't happened with you, but sometimes we'll see people like, they'll lose a little bit of weight, get a little bit excited, come off the wagon, regain
Yeah,
that weight, and then they'll be like, oh my God, I want to lose it again. But that hasn't really happened with you. You're still as motivated as you are the first day that you joined the program. So do you see this something that's going to continue for the rest of your life now as you
yeah,
continue to go?
100%. It will continue. There will be days where I'll be like, screw it, let me
Yeah,
enjoy it one time.
understandable.
But now, I just came back from Cadbury World 2 days, yeah. So as soon as we came back yesterday night, we had khichdi and milk, khichdi and doodh. We didn't have junk or anything. I go to my
Yeah,
missus,
yeah.
oh, we need to eat something proper because we had junk for 2 days. So we need to eat something healthy,
Yeah.
freaking easy. So it was like, okay, we'll just have khichdi. you know?
There's a mindset change. Whereas normally before you would have come on like, oh, it's a bit late, just get
Let's
takeaway.
just make a burger or pizza
Yeah,
or
yeah.
have
Exactly.
something, you
Do you know what?
know?
That's what people do. So like almost like the difference here that I sense, and this is a great difference, and this is going to be the difference for you to maintain for the rest of your life, is you contain the social to the social. Fine, you went away for the weekend and you had a good old time and you enjoyed, you ate junk, whatever. Cool, that's
Yeah,
okay. But the biggest thing is you come back and you get back into some form of structure. What other people tend to do, or what you might have done in the past, is you have
mm,
your weekend of fun, and then it turns into continued few days of eating
yeah.
whatever you want and things like that. And it's like, you know what? It's already Thursday, the weekend's coming up. I'll start being healthy from Monday rather than saying,
Yeah.
nope, today's a new day. That's it. Draw the line. So that's a really key thing to have, like be able to return back to your structure quickly.
The thing is, when the weekend comes, sometimes you feel like, nah, screw it. I've been naughty the whole week. Let me just continue.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. But that's not the
As soon as you
mentality to
come
have.
back, you have to go back to your normal routine, which is being healthy.
Exactly.
And
This is
then
what I
you,
say to people. Would you clear out your bank account the day before payday? You're like, I'm getting paid tomorrow anyway, so let me just spend everything. You wouldn't do that, right?
yeah,
So
it's similar to that. It's like
yeah,
that, basically.
exactly. It's exactly the same as that. It's like you wouldn't turn around and say, "Oh, I'm getting paid tomorrow anyway. Let me just spend
Yeah.
everything today." Right? No, you'd never do that.
But when the doctor told me you have to change, I was like, it's time to change now.
Yeah,
Because one of my good friends, dad's on dialysis, and he tells me he spends 4 hours at the hospital,
you
hooked
can't be
up
doing
to a
that.
machine.
How are you meant to
And I'm
work and
only
provide your
32.
family when you're doing that?
I'm only
Mm,
32 now, so I was
yeah.
like, nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's good. You made the
Uh,
right change at the right time. So I want to ask your opinion on something.
yeah,
And you'll be able to answer this question well because you've been on both sides of this the program. You've been
yeah.
someone that's not been in the program, you've been in the program, okay? And one thing that I hear from a lot of people, and you can probably appreciate this, is I just don't have the time. So for someone that is thinking about joining us or even just starting their journey on their own and they were to say to you, Ishad, I don't have any time, I don't know how to do it, like I don't know how you do it and stuff like that, like what would your answer be to them? Like what would you say if someone was to turn around to you and say, I don't have the time for it, I can't make the time for it?
For someone that does shift work, this program is perfect for them because this program works around your lifestyle, not the other way around.
Awesome, bro. Okay, so from what you're saying is that w- you can make time for it and the program
Yeah,
will fit to what your time is. Cool.
because when you go to a gym and you book a PT, you have to go with their time. Whereas if you do it with this program, you do it according to your time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I found the best is that I can do it around my timing, not your timing. And then your lot's response was like that. So which is what I like. That's why. So I do recommend you lot to people.
I know, I
Because I
know.
was saying because you guys worked around our lifestyle, not your lifestyle.
100%, man. Okay, cool. So
And that's what I like.
yeah,
And I will still like it.
perfect, bro.
Thank you, thank
Perfect.
you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
And I 100% recommend it to shift workers. Because as a bus driver, shift work, I'm there. And I'm 25 kg down.
I'm gonna have to give you a banner and put you on one of your buses
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
We should advertise on the side of Ish's bus, man.
You can probably do that, you know.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know.
It's CFL.
Probably costs us an arm and a leg, but yeah.
It'll be worth it though.
Yeah. Yeah. So what would you say in the last 8 to 9 months, Josh, what has been your biggest learning? Like what's your biggest thing you've done with us?
Nutrition and planning.
I
Like
love
I
it.
didn't have a foggiest about nutrition.
Yeah,
Like I didn't
absolutely.
know how to balance my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner. Like I was a complete beginner with nutrition and planning. Planning I was okay with. Not I wasn't as good, but it was there a little bit. But the nutrition was nothing. There was no nutrition.
Okay, so you had zero nutritional knowledge. Okay, now let's say
Yeah.
someone else is listening to this and thinking, "Oh my God, I've got zero nutritional knowledge as well. How am I going to understand everything?" So, was it difficult to get to grips with it?
At first it was,
Yeah. Okay.
but
Honest
once
answer.
I
Yeah.
started figuring it out, I realized it's not that hard. I could
Yeah.
do this myself. So I started learning and then you adapt to it afterwards. So now I look at everything what I'm eating, like what I pick up from the shops.
Yeah.
Obviously, I still get my treats here and there. We all deserve a little treat, but within reason, isn't it?
Yes. And I remember when you first joined and we had calls, a couple of weeks in the start, and you're like, oh, yeah, how do I do this Indian food? And my household makes standard normal dry meals, roti sa, khichdi.
Yeah,
How do I log this on my fitness pal? What do I do? And there's so many questions.
yeah. I remember
At
that.
the start, I know it gets difficult. It's overwhelming at the start, but the good thing I will say is it shows one of the people where he didn't understand it, put his hand up and said, mate, I have no foggy clue on this, right?
Yeah.
Can we get on a call? Next thing you know, call's booked in. We're going through it. I think we did one or two calls that made sure that you're ticking on
Mm.
how to log and how did you find that helpful? Like how did that help you change?
It was very helpful because obviously, someone that didn't know nothing about nutrition, the calls did help because then at least we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Then again, we planned it around my life, not your life. So we planned it together.
Yes.
We worked around my timing as well. So
100%.
timing was the best thing. Like it's just
And
online.
how confident are you with timing and now also dry meals? Because you still have that daily, right? Your meals are roti sack and you're still managing to lose weight.
Yeah,
So if you're someone out there, as Nick said, looking or listening to us, thinking, oh, I eat dry food every single day. I can't do a diet. I can't like worry about ghee. How do I log ghee on a roti? And all these little things, right?
yeah.
But you made it work. It's working. Um, what would you say on that?
I mean, cut your chapatis down. I've cut them down completely. I've literally cut it down. Before I used to eat at least 4 to 5 chapatis, easy.
Yeah,
Now it's like one or two, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
a little bit of sag and maybe a protein yogurt or something on the side to top it up.
Yeah.
yes,
So I think you're still having these meals and things like that, but you're just being wary of how much you're putting
Yeah,
away now, right? So yeah, you don't have to completely overhaul everything, change everything. It's just be a little bit conscious about what you're
yeah.
eating, how much you're eating, that sort of thing. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And
Okay.
even one time, I think it was egg yas
Yeah.
and a jacket potato and chips. You remember that, Nick?
yeah.
Yeah.
You said you're having potatoes on potatoes, and then I gave the chips to my wife, and then you started laughing. I didn't
Yeah.
know that at the time. I was just like, that's normal for me.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone kicks you in gear and tells you something like that, then it'd
Yeah.
be like, yeah, you're accountable to what you're eating.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what we.
just
Mm,
That's what I
it's just
needed.
that accountability and just understanding like, okay, cool, you know what? Maybe I could make a better choice, or maybe I could go for this versus
Mm.
this, and just, having that sort of real-time feedback on what you're doing and things like that.
Yeah,
Um, have you ever had any moments where, like, throughout the last sort of 8 to 9 months, where you've just gotten up one day and you just be like, oh, can't be asked for this, man. Like, another day of like eating well, training, walking, like I'm just not feeling it today. Have you ever had a time like that? And if so, what do you do to overcome it when you feel like that?
I have. I have had it a couple of times actually,
Yeah.
yeah,
especially when I was stuck on 92. I think it was for like a
yeah.
month.
For a while.
You
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Going to Vinny complaining to him like, "What's going on, bro? What's going on? Like, why am I stuck?" I felt like giving up, but Vinny kept pushing me like, "Nah, carry on, carry on." And then all of a sudden, it dropped like 2 kgs.
Yeah.
And then I told Vinny straight away, and he was like, "Yeah, see, I told you. You just have to be consistent and patient. Weight loss doesn't happen overnight. You have
No,
to. It's a process."
100%.
Nick, Nick's famous line, it hasn't taken you 2 days, 3 days to gain the weight, right? It's taken you a couple of years.
Yeah,
But it's the same thing. It's not going to take you 6 months program. Yeah, I'm going to come and lose like 50 kgs and I'll be done. It's not,
Yeah.
right? It's going to take you a while. You might
mm,
lose the weight, but might be slower. Everyone's different. So it's just pushing through like you've done, right? And you're about 25 now. And
yeah.
hopefully it's soon hitting 30, which would be really, really great.
Yeah. That'd
I'm gonna
be.
push for 30. I'm gonna try it.
You know what? Everyone has those days where you're not motivated. I still have those days as well where I can't be
Mm,
asked and things to go. But it's just that you stay on course, you reach out and you say, hey, I'm not feeling it and things like that, and you stay on course. But what you described is so normal. It's like those
Yeah.
plateaus and those stagnant periods. And a lot of the time, I have found with most individuals, they rarely need to change anything. It's just having that patience mindset, just being like,
True.
okay, cool. You know what? Let me just do one more day, one more day, one more day. And then eventually, like you did, boom, out of nowhere, 2 kilo drop after a couple of weeks of no change. So that's basically what a lot of people need to focus on, just staying consistent and pushing through. But that's the hardest part, and that's where a lot of people fall short. They don't push through for long enough, and then they stop too early, so they don't see the big changes that they want to
Yeah.
Yeah.
see.
Last question for you, Ish. If you were to give three tips to someone on the edge at the moment, or someone who's listening to it or demotivated, what's the three tips would you say you would give someone?
I'll just say go for it. There's nothing you can lose now. Your health is only going to get worse, and the program is just designed for people which that can that want to change,
Yeah,
and especially for shift workers, it's so much better. Like you don't have to change anything or nothing. This all works around you.
Amazing, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. So, yeah, just go for it. If you're a shift worker, especially, it can sort of fit into your lifestyle.
And you
Yeah,
won't be
man.
disappointed with the results. That's 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're proof of the pudding, man. The
yes,
25 kilos down. Um, thank you, man.
Especially
Thank you for
someone that
sharing your
knows
insights.
nutrition.
Do
Coming from
you,
someone that doesn't know nothing about nutrition.
yeah, you started off as a novice and now like, yeah, you're a pro, man. Honestly, you know exactly sort of like what to do, how to manage certain situations and things like that. So it's really,
Yeah,
really good. Just need to sort of keep going and ramping up the training and getting more knowledgeable around that side and sort of, you can build some muscle, get faster, stronger in terms of running as well, which would be really, really cool.
yeah,
especially at the gym. Like I didn't know much about the gym. Like
Yeah.
before, I only used to work one set, like one muscle.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was better to work the whole body.
yeah, yeah,
Especially when you're short on time and you can't get
Yeah,
into the gym like multiple times per week and we're sort of working with maybe 2 to 3 sessions per week, it's way better to sort of hit your full body than it is to do like a chest
yeah.
day, back day,
Yeah,
arm day,
yeah,
shoulder
I
day.
knew
Yeah.
that. At that time, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So now I know that it's better to do it like that. But I do try to hit the gym 5 days, but sometimes you can't hit it. So you have to go when you can.
100%, man. And any parting words or anything that you want to say that we might have missed, or do you feel we've covered it all?
I think we covered it all.
Nice.
I
Nice.
mean, it's worth it. If you want, it's worth it. It's like, I can't even put it into words.
Good,
Like,
man. Yeah, you've
I've come off
completely
Thank you.
changed.
IVs, I've come off the tablets, I've come off blood pressure tablets. It's just worth it. Invest into yourself rather than into rubbish.
100%.
Vinay, any parting words?
Nothing, just as Ish said, consistency. Just everyone listening, just keep it up, right? Every single day. You're gonna get tough days. It is what it is. Life. Everyone's got it. B Before Nick became a parent, you used to say, I understand parents. Now he is a parent. He understands them better, right?
Yeah.
Like it's happened, right? You got a meeting booked in. Nick's got a running. I think you're running a marathon soon.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's obviously he's got hard days. He's got to wake up, drop Rio to nursery, Dimples at work. Things are messed, right? It is what it is. I'm on half term right now. I've got like so much things happening. But same with Ish, half term, shift work. It's just consistency, making sure you show up every single day. And as long as you do, you'll be fine.
Yeah, 100%. Life is always going to throw hurdles at you. There's always going to be stuff happening. So it's just finding out and carving that time for you so
Mhm.
then you can be better in other areas for sure, man. Thank you to everyone that's been listening. Really, really appreciate it. And if you like this episode, please let us know. Leave a little comment, drop us a like, and make sure you're following us on social media.